I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's collector car video. You say, well, collector car video, Tom, what are you, a fortune teller? Can you predict the future? No, you're absolutely right, I cannot predict the future, but I can say this, that the current cars that we have in the muscle car category from the 60s, right, that are originally $3,000 or $4,000 are no longer $3,000 or $4,000. Never saw that coming, right? Okay, these are some of those same kind of cars. As I run down the list of things on here, we're talking about a 2003 SVT Cobra, one owner. Okay, one owner. This is almost 2018, 15 years later, the same original owner, around 7,000 original miles on it, okay, and done exactly how I would love to do it. There's a couple upgrades on the car, but all the stock parts come with it as well. And so when you buy this car, it sounds a little bit better, it shifts a little bit smoother, it does a couple things a little bit easier, right? But all the stock original parts come on it if you want to return it back to bone stock and you want to say maybe take it to the Ford Nationals or something like that. This could potentially be the lowest mileage 03 in the country at the time of us doing this video. And when you think about it, they built 150,000 Mustangs that year. 150,000 Mustangs. This is one of 638. Take that number for a second and think about how rare it is. Of those 638 that were built, how many are left? How many are low mileage, right? You may have the only one. We don't know that, but as this car gets older and older and continues to go up in value, that's what they're doing right now. So check the reports and look at these cars are now finally on their way up. Remember thinking about, oh, I should have bought a Shelby when? I should have bought an AC Cobra when? I should have bought a Hemi Cuda when? And that's exactly what happened. These people here that get in on the ground floor, these not only get to drive a really great car and a beautiful car and a well taken care of car, right? But could potentially be on the upswing for investment. So how cool is that you can drive around in a cool car and it go up in value? You kidding me? Awesome. All right, I do like to show factory paint here as well because the factory did a nice job on the paint. All right, what you want to look is the clarity of the letters, not the fact that you can read the letters, but the clarity of them, how crisp each letter is, and that determines how great paint is. Come around here and we see these are anniversary alloys, Cobra brakes inside here with red calipers like they're supposed to be. All right, fresh set of tires. It doesn't have the original tires on it. I don't know if it comes with it or not. I'll have to look and see. But they would be dry rotted and cracked by now, and so you really couldn't drive on them. So here, if you wanted to take this car to a show, which I'm hoping you will, you have some great rubber and modern as well. We look down the sides. It's got some different things that make the Cobra a little different looking with the call outs, the wheels and tires, the spoilers. Stroll around here, and we got some stuff on the back. Two big cans coming out the back. Cobra bumper, SVT callouts, and remember this car is supercharged. Some of the SVT Cobra cars were not supercharged, and these versions are, and that's why they're highly collectible. All right, so come check out this here, and this may not be a place where you're going to spend a lot of time, but the reason I spend the time to show you this is because of the originality of things. So for instance, there's a couple small upgrades in here to make it look nice, but we also have the original parts to return it back to stock. I think these look nice. The cover's there for the spark plug wires, right? But you do have all the original decals in place, 10th anniversary of this car, the build date of it, right? Okay, who it was built for, okay? And then over here, even cooler, is the SVT team that hand built this engine. That's their signatures. This could be the only one of its kind built by these people. And this has a couple upgrades like we talked about before, but again, collector cars are collector cars. The rarer they are, the more valuable they become, and getting in on the ground floor of something like this could be exactly what you're hoping for. Don't forget, we keep talking about it, Hemi Cudas, AC Cobras, GT500s from the 60s and whatever. We had no idea that they'd be worth so much money because when they were, 4, 5, or 6 years old, they couldn't give them away on the lots. Now, what's old is new again. All right, come on in here for a second. This is kind of nice, and these are the little things that I love about cars. So for instance, here are the original floor mats, 10th anniversary, original floor mats. He keeps them in back here, and then we have another set that come with it, and then just a pack here for storage and stuff, for some little things, roadside kit, and that's what I have there. And a well-documented, nice, clean, virgin trunk. I don't think there's been any bodies in there. There could be, but I don't know for sure. It's got the brace tower, the strut tower brace in between the back there. I don't even speak English anymore, sorry. Press 1 for English, press 2 for car speak in another language that's not English, plus 3 for, you got his point. All right, this is really a nice looking interior. So the styling of this was brought over from the 60s as well, with the dual pods like this, center stack. This has a 6-speed, heavy duty 6-speed with a close ratio shifter installed in it to speed up parts. Again, most of those original parts come with it. Upgraded sound system. And then here, I love the day glow gauges. 8,000 RPM Tach, 160 mile an hour speedometer, full array of gauges, and these upgraded gauges here. If you don't like those there, we can remove those for you, okay, and put the trim back on that would have been stock. They're nice looking, so it's totally up to you. With it comes also great documentation. Welcome to the SVT team. And then all throughout here we have things like the Owners Association, owner's documents, window sticker, receipts. This is a dyno sheet. Here's on and on and on. And a documented car like this in low mileage and the condition and the rarity of it is why they become collector cars and why some cars are worth more than others. All right, so we close up this collector car, maybe what we call maybe a future collector car, right? One owner car, loved and babied its whole life. Garaged at home, if it was ever driven to work, garaged there, taken to a couple car shows and what have you. Again, this car is almost 15 years old with around 7,000 miles on it, which is really, really amazing. Stack of documentation, great color combination, the two-tone interior to match it as well, and you have one fast car that's comfortable to drive as well, and sneaky fast too. The cars are really way faster than the 400 horsepower that it says that it came with from the factory. All right. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this low mileage SVT Cobra. Talk about a great sound. The firing order on these things, the supercharger, all that stuff all comes together to make this a wonderful racket.